is a twin-jet multi-role air superiority fighter developed by Russia's Sukhoi and built under license by India's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the Indian Air Force. A variant of the Sukhoi Su-30, it is a heavy, all-weather, long-range fighter. Development of the variant started after India signed a deal with Russia in 2000 to manufacture 140 Su-30 fighter jets. The first Russian-made Su-30MKI variant was accepted into the Indian Air Force. In 2002, while the first Su-30MKI assembled in India entered service with the IAF in 2004, the IAF has nearly 260 Su-30MKIs in inventory as of January 2020. The Su-30MKI is expected to form the backbone of the Indian Air Force's fighter fleet to 2020 and beyond. The aircraft is tailor-made for Indian specifications and integrates Indian systems and avionics as well as French and Israeli subsystems. It has abilities similar to the Sukhoi Su-35, with which it shares many features and components. Development, origins and acquisition. Edit. The Su-30MKI was designed by Russia's Sukhoi Corporation beginning in 1995 and built under license by India's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The Su-30MKI is derived from the Sukhoi Su-27 and has a fusion of technology from the Su-37 demonstrator and Su-30 program, being more advanced than the baseline Su-30. Russia's Defense Ministry was impressed with the type's performance envelope and ordered 30 Su-30SMs, a localized Su-30MKI, for the Russian Air Force. It features state-of-the-art avionics developed by Russia, India, and Israel for display, navigation, targeting, and electronic warfare. France and South Africa provided other avionics. After 2 years of evaluation and negotiations, on November 30, 1996, India signed a $1.462 billion deal with Sukhoi for 50 Russian-produced Su-30MKIs in 5 batches. The first batch were 8 Su-30KS, the basic export version of Su-30. The second batch of 10 were also Su-30KS, but equipped with French and Israeli avionics. The third batch were to be 10 Su-30MKIs featuring Canard 4planes. The fourth batch of 12 Su-30MKIs and fifth batch of 10 Su-30MKIs were to have the AL-31FP turbofans. Initially, the Su-30KS were to be upgraded to final Su-30MKI configuration but were instead returned to Russia between 2007 to 2011. In June 2020, India decided to place an order for 12 more Su-30MKI aircraft along with 21 MiG-29s. The Su-30MKI order is to compensate for losses due to crashes to maintain the sanctioned strength of 272 Su-30MKIs. The MiG-29 order was placed to form a 4th MiG-29 squadron to bolster depleted IAF strength. The MiGs were ordered despite being an older platform since they were deliverable within a 2 to 3 year time frame. Because they were built for an order that was previously canceled and since they were very reasonably priced compared to newer aircraft. Operational history. The Sukhoi Su-30MKI is the most potent fighter jet in service with the Indian Air Force in the late 2000s. The MKIs are often fielded by the IAF in bilateral and multilateral air exercises. India exercised its Su-30MKIs against the Royal Air Force's Tornado ADVs in October 2006. This was the first large-scale bilateral aerial exercise with any foreign air force during which the IAF used its Su-30MKIs extensively. This exercise was also the first in 43 years with the RAF. During the exercise, the RAF Air Chief Marshal Glenn Torpy was given permission by the IAF to fly the MKI. RAF's Air Vice Marshal, Christopher Harper, praised the MKI's dogfight ability, calling it absolutely masterful in dogfights. In July 2007, the Indian Air Force fielded the Su-30MKI during the Indradhanush exercise with Royal Air Force's Eurofighter Typhoon. This was the first time that the two fighters took part in such an exercise. The IAF did not allow their pilots to use the radar of the MKIs during the exercise so as to protect the highly classified N011M bars radar system. Also in the exercise were RAF Tornado F-3S and a Hawk. RAF Tornado pilots were candid in their admission of the Su-30MKI's superior maneuvering in the air, and the IAF pilots were impressed by the Typhoon's agility.